time once again, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. It is your man Twan, the one, the only. I am he. I'm the one that they sent. Mr. J58 is in the building. And as always on Sundays, we got the homie Crook in the building as well.
Once again,
what's going on, family?
I'm cool, and y'all, I appreciate the time that y'all give me on the show. It really does a lot for my day. It does.
Listen, fam, it all love is love. The homie J58 introduced us. He was on, you know what I'm saying, when we was on the other demonstration. Then
Right.
it was just like sometimes, like like-minded people, they just connect. You know
Real
what I'm saying?
recognize
Like,
real all the time.
and like you really do appreciate people for putting you on with good people. It says a lot about them. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
And ever since
That's
I
a
met
fact.
J5, we've been on this plane of, you know what I mean, of elevation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm gonna say something about this. Like, you don't ever want to underestimate somebody's value. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
If it wasn't for J58, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, good morning to the Straight Up in the Morning family, all the Straight Up in the Morning viewers. My apologies. My
Good morning,
apologies.
guys.
I'm
You're
sorry. I'm sorry. Good morning, family. But you know what I mean, meeting J58, I mean, I I, I underestimated his value because I didn't know it. You know what
right.
I'm saying? I didn't know it. And what a
Right.
lot of people may not know is everybody that's on Straight Up in the Morning has a valuable role. And J58 stepped up to the plate, and he put us on with the iRent network, the iRent, you know what I'm saying, situation. You know what I mean? A big shout out to Jai Logic. You know what I mean? For
Child Logic, what up,
you
cuz?
know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
brother.
John Logic is our EP for those of you that don't know. That's executive producer in TV time. See, we in TV now. You know what I'm saying? We in TV now. You can see us now. But big shout out to J58 for putting us on with the situation. You know what I'm saying, guys? We on episode 12. And we're still new, but at the same time, we're taking names and we are kicking ass. So good morning to y'all. You know what I mean? J58, calm down. No fighting. No fighting. You know what I'm saying? We know you from Frog Rockaway. We know.
We
You know what
good.
I'm
he,
saying?
he ready to start talking with his hands
You know what I'm
already.
saying? But like today on Straight Up in the Morning, we are going off the cuff. Now, yes, I do have some things I want to talk about, but at the same time, it is time to start off with the bullshit. I'm not gonna do what I did yesterday. Start off on a somber note. I'm gonna get straight into the foolishness. I'm gonna get straight into it. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? We read it. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we do every single Saturday and Sunday, and this is the crazy thing about this is when we go when I'm gonna say when I go on the website and I read these things, sometimes these are real life situations, Crook. These are people with real life situations, and they go to the public to get help. They go to the public to get help. So I want to bring it to Straight Up in the Morning so we can talk about it because, God damn it, we read it.
We read
All
it.
right.
I'm
Listen,
ready.
J58, you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
I didn't read it, but I want to hear about this one.
All right, here we go. The girl is 19 years old, and the man is 23. So I've been dating, and told the girl I've been dating told me that she is trans, and I don't know how to feel anymore about the future of our relationship. To clarify, I don't hate or dislike her as a person. Uh, I've been dating Kali. Name is Kali. I've been dating Kali for about a couple weeks now. We met at our job, and I thought she was really funny and beautiful. In fact, I thought she was prettier than. Listen to this, J5. In fact, I thought she was prettier than any other girl at that I previously dated. Last night, we decided that we were going to take our relationship to the next level and become physically intimate. However,
Damn.
there's always a however. However, just as we were about to do things, J58, not saying that you were there, 58, pause. Not saying that you were there. But however, just as we were about to do things, Kali had told me that she was trans. I was in absolute shock because I would have never guessed because she looked absolutely beautiful and even her voice was really feminine. She apologized for not telling me sooner, but that she was nervous about me not liking her or telling people she was trans in general.
Yo.
I wasn't like angry or anything, but it just killed my excitement. I told her that I still really, really liked her and that I thought she was beautiful, but that I needed time to take all of this in. Kylie kept apologizing and told me that she understood. I ended up dropping her off at our house and told her that I wasn't upset at her and I just needed time to process this. Caller?
Bro. Hey, bro, what's that song? Oh, you see me swinging.
Yo.
Now she's called me a couple of times, but I still don't know how I should feel about continuing our relationship because I can't get past the thought of having sex with her because she doesn't have a vagina and was born with the parts that didn't match who she is. Do any of you have any thoughts on this? Edit. I forgot to mention this. There were a couple of times on different occasions that I made the first move to be physically intimate, but she told me she wasn't ready, so I ended up listening to what she wanted and respected her boundaries. I figured that she was the type of girl that just waited. Now I know that she waited because of the trans thing, and she is a virgin. Now J58, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We've mentioned this before on the show about like, now, do you feel as though that she's now he's been shooting his jumper a couple of times and she said I wasn't ready. Was she a little late? And when you can't, you want to take the relationship to the next level, right?
Bro.
You haven't explained to him the whole situation.
Bro, we can't. It's out of the the element now. We can't call her she. She is a he, and she didn't notify the guy at the right moment. Like she didn't keep it honest with him. It's hard for me to get understand your personality, right? Understand your personality and get to know your personality after, care about your personality after you tell me something like that. You should have been direct in day one. Like, yo, you might not know, but I may look good, but my name is Khalif. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's foul. It's foul, bro. I think it's foul. It's nothing against the transgenders. I have no issue with the alphabet people. I got love for them, but at the same time, wrong is wrong.
Okay, let me read one of these comments on here. Listen to this. Are you sure she has a penis though? And if she does, does she have plans to get bottom surgery? How does that change this? Okay, so if you like transsexuals, are you gay?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You like Transformers.
Oh my God.
You like whatever that's more than meets the eye. Like, you like that.
So you basically saying you're going into Deep Space Nine.
And you know you're going into Deep Space Nine and you're like, beam me up, Scotty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
My thing is, I don't have a thing at all. My opinion is for the dude who's caught up in this situation. If you get told something like that and you're a heterosexual male, right? And you are confused about whether or not you should go forward, that means a part of you wants to go forward. And
let me ask you this. All right, so this situation, like with him, he waited all this time. He fell in love with the person that she was apparently, you know what I mean? The case may be. He thinking that she pretty, the baddest thing he had ever had. He said that. He
did say that.
He thought he was winning for sure until he found out that she had a demonstration. You know what I'm saying?
I put me in that situation. And I'm like, well, what would I do? How would I feel if that was me?
And comment, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make it quick. It might be some furniture moving right in that situation because it's like, how dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And whatever admiration I have for you is out the window
Instantly.
instantaneously.
she said, hold up, wait, we can't have sex yet. My dick ain't inverted yet. That's crazy. That's
Lord Val, what's going on, family? I'll be off in a little bit. Yo,
12 Talk Sports. What up, Ty West?
my West, my guy.
My
somebody said,
motherfucking guy.
You gotta get on the Berkeley Piper, bro.
Somebody said sometimes the things we think are hard no's can become really easy when we care about someone. No. If a man is conflicted, if a man is conflicted, he really isn't conflicted. You're gonna have to break that down for me.
Nah, that's pretty much what I was saying. That's pretty much what I was just saying. Like, if you have to think about it, there's part of you that's really with it.
Yeah.
Or like you already got one foot in the door.
It's just the thought of not like you trying to blind out the fact of the elephant in the room instead of just keeping it a being. Like, bro, you're not wrong for this. He's wrong for it. I'm not gonna say she because it's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's foul. It's foul. Simple.
Yeah, that's deception at like one of the highest levels.
You led somebody on to believe that you was a female, and you probably had a lot of pillow talk, deep and dark secrets and shit. That's why he want to stay with her because he's vulnerable. He put him in his vulnerable place.
Old boy girl pulled the Kaiser Sose. What's the greatest trick the devil ever pulled?
Good morning,
by convincing the world he didn't exist.
Damn, redemption. Good morning.
Yo, top of the morning.
So like, but you know what I mean? Shorty, see, I'm confused. Shorty's 19. The transsexual is 19. You know what I'm saying? And the dude is 23 or whatever. First, and now this is my thing right here, right?
That's so sick.
So you're 23, you can walk into the bar and everything, and you gotta find a 19-year-old transsexual. Antoinette, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Top of the morning.
Miss Ravioli, we're talking about this situation. This dude was seeing a transsexual, and before, I mean, he was trying to get intimate with her, and she was like, I wasn't comfortable with it. But when they decided to go take their relationship to the next level, that's when she revealed that, you know what I mean, she had got a mate. You know what I mean? So it was a thing with you and I collide. One of those things. So pause. So yeah, it was one of those things. But and yeah, I think that she really should have explained earlier. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. This is the thing. You're comfortable publicly with walking, you know what I'm saying, outside as a transsexual. Why are you not comfortable with revealing that, you know what I mean, to somebody that you're attracted to? You've already taken one bold stance, walking outside like that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. But I'm saying, like, why does not like reveal it? You know what I mean, to initially off the cuff.
Live your truth wholeheartedly.
Because you get a lot of it'll be respected more so that way.
And then there'll be less trauma. What if he was different? What if he was a different type of dude? What if he would have brought the blicky to the crib? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what? I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, nah, that's crazy.
See, it sounds like the only thing that's keeping a dude from going forward with this whole situation is because he already said he likes the girl, the guy, the transsexual. No disrespect. He already likes this person.
Right.
And I think it sounds like to me the only thing that's keeping him from putting both feet in and diving all the way in is he's worried about what the public or how his friends and family going to view him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he likes the person. He's highly attracted to them, even after the fact.
He don't like the deed that he wants to commit. That's what is just going on.
So you're saying that the chick shaved her Adam's apple, she just didn't get to the swimmy yet.
Pause. Yeah, I guess so.
Bobby Valentino keeps getting hemmed up with them. He needs to just hop on out of the closet already.
Word?
Absolutely, redemption song. He got caught up a couple times with.
I knew about the first time when he got caught running out the crib, literally with his pants off. There was another time after that.
It was with the same person. Like he
wow.
kept the same girl. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, both parties seem to be alive and okay today.
You
Yeah.
talking about with the Reddit situation?
Yeah, Miss Ravioli. Yeah, both parties are alive.
Yeah, they're very much so.
By the grace of God. Because in a situation like that, you could be underneath a tombstone.
Yo, Flo, what's good, fam? Tuned in. I see you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We got one more Reddit, and then we're gonna go into the next subject. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, J58, you know, there was a woman pregnant, white couple pregnant. You know what I mean? Baby comes, baby's delivered, baby's half black.
Ooh.
Baby's half black.
Pop.
That's my baby boss.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Yeah.
White, white, striking again. So
the baby moms was black, and
the couple was white.
Oh,
baby come out black.
Damn,
light skin baby, not pale baby.
See, now let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay, all right.
In this white couple's family, are there any black grandparents or black great grandparents?
Bro, that's
with the shenanigans.
You backpedaling, bro.
I'm just saying, sometimes that can happen.
Viking white got stretched out.
Yo, the question is, was the baby, like the black baby father, named Sherman or Thurman?
Sherman. It probably was Thurman.
Thurman or Dwight. It seemed like some greasy nigga named Dwight that don't became like Michael Clark Duncan and shit. Just came through like
yo.
Nigga went like, damn. He took her to the Baja.
So what's their situation though? Like, is he staying?
The situation is this, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, could you imagine? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine your homeboy calling you and telling you some shit like that? You know what I mean? Or you're like, imagine your white homeboy, your white friend calling you saying, "Yo, she had a black baby."
Yo, it's crazy. Shit hit different when your baby come out looking like Arnaz from 101 and shit. Like, crazy.
Yeah, that's but you know, dude is probably gonna stay.
You think he gonna stay?
Probably.
With a black baby?
Probably.
If he don't got the funds, if white,
especially if she the breadwinner.
Yeah, she got the paper. He's staying. He need that.
I definitely think that I don't think he's gonna stay, because this is a white man. I don't think he's gonna take care of now. This is the situation. Is that they already have 2 kids.
Oh, he's staying.
They already have 2 pure white kids. They already have 2 pure white kids.
Oh, squatters' rights. He's there.
Well, maybe not. Maybe if he's a racist though, he's out of there. That is the ultimate disrespect on top of the ultimate disrespect.
That messes up Mayberry, because it was Mayberry before this half baby got here, this half breed got here.
Right.
So now he gonna be in a situation where, like, do I take care? You know what I'm saying, do I stay? Do I go?
You know who's really gonna suffer though? You know that baby gonna suffer in the long run.
You think the baby gonna suffer in the long run?
He gonna be like,
especially if he leaves, because then the mother gonna take her pain out on that only black baby she got.
So we gonna see Sherrod, your father. That's crazy.
Yo, that baby gonna suffer.
Possibly,
sad to say.
I mean, possibly, but you know what I mean. I know for sure that that white baby, I mean that black baby ain't gonna get as much love as those 2 other kids, because he ain't got no connection.
Yep.
to that baby,
Yep.
and he gonna look at that baby like, and I think basically like hate it for real.
Nah, he is gonna be like not loved equally and possibly hated.
Is he gonna divorce her
That's
though?
that's fucked up.
Redemption.
Probably.
Redemption song says Black Baby. Oh hell no. He ain't staying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't staying. Redemption. He might, if John Lodge said he might stay.
He might if that paper looking good.
Jason King, good morning, bro. Y'all just said he's staying if she's making paper. My question is, would you stay? I was about to reverse that too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fuck out of here. I'm out. Laugh out loud. Money is too easy to make.
Yeah, I'm good.
He will sneak torture the kid. Then
Yo, whether he stays or goes, that baby is gonna end up being mistreated in one way or another, and that's the fucked up part.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be like a complete imbalance. You know what I'm saying, with how the kids treated in the house.
Hey, he could have been a freak, and there was a corking accident going bad. Niggas shot at the club during a corking experiment. You know.
But look, fellas. Let's reverse this real quick. Let's reverse this real quick to the fellas and everything. As a black man, what if we J58? You know what I mean? I want to start to ask you, J58. What would you do if you found out that your girlfriend cheated on you with a white man?
It's different compared to having a baby, my baby coming out looking like a white man. You know what I'm saying? That's way different. That shit hit different. I could deal with, okay, you cheated. Oh, you foul. Bye, bitch. But oh, baby.
Yeah, if like y'all already got kids. Y'all already know the whole situation.
Oh.
You got 2 kids already, and now you add another one. Like, what?
It's crazy. That's crazy.
I know one thing. If Tara decided to dip off with bike and wine, he better make a place for her.
And the crazy thing about black babies when they're born,
the white man, is that he probably did make a bedroom for her.
Yo, most white dudes be gullible, man. But the crazy thing about that reverse situation, right? A majority of like, all right, so let's say your black lady cheated on you with a white man and had a white baby. Mm-hmm. You won't really know right away because babies are born light anyway at first. Mm-hmm. And then black babies, they melanin take a few months to kick in. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the hair is all straight at first until it gets the kinkiness kicking in.
Yeah.
So you won't really, unless it got like blue eyes or something, but let's say it come out with brown eyes. Mm-hmm. You won't really know until that baby hit like 9 months to a year. And you like, why the fuck, where this nigga's melanin at? Nigga, why his hair ain't curling up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, light brown skin. She's dark skin and homie looking like Busy Bone. That's crazy.
Wow, that's a good point, Redemption. She said, sounds foul, but white folks will hang in loveless marriages more often than any other group.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jason King said, laughing my ass off. I know I'm not going to ask the age old question. Oh, nope, not even going to finish it. Nope. Kelly Rowland's husband stayed with her even though her baby looked just like Boo Ivy.
Whoa. Does she though? Does that baby look like Blue Ivy?
I never even got into that, bro.
And it's Kelly Rowland's husband is white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He white.
Wow.
Damn. Miss Ravioli said, according to an African ancestral rep, those traits could come from the father's genes as well. Hashtag, even today, many blacks are passing as white. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You heard about the professor that was saying she was black for all these years and then just admitted all of a sudden that she was white.
Nancy Krug, something like that. Yeah, I heard about her earlier this week.
The Jewish person too that was been a Jew all their life, but at the same time they're like, yo, I'm really a black man. It's just different. Shit hit different. Yeah.
Everybody want to be black until the dogs come out in the water holes and time for the protests and shit like that. Well,
Right.
actually, some white people there, but they ain't really ready for like the bullshit that we really have to encounter. But thanks, guys, for all your comments on the We Reddit for real. You know what I'm saying? Episode 12, Straight Up in the Morning. We appreciate y'all. If you have a story that you want us to read, or some situation that one of your homies or one of your homegirls is in, and you want our opinion, please send it to us. You can send it to our Instagram. You can inbox us on our Straight Up in the Morning. You know what I'm saying? Jalaja said the professor was just lying. She not black at all. Yeah,
She pulled a Rachel Dolezal.
Hey, and
we
God,
know she not black at all.
No name, no blame either. We won't even, if y'all putting in y'all own Reddit stories, like we're not even gonna say your name, no blame. You know what I'm saying? Just explain your situation. Foul will be better. We love the foul shit. The foul shit, yeah.
Definitely. You can definitely send us all the foul stuff because we definitely got some got news for it. But I Camilla Hurst. So Jay, since we were I'm just gonna, we're gonna go on the weeds today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest on today. And yes, we are doing White People Court today.
Lord Val, where you at, bro?
You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest coming on. They decided to get with Straight Up in the Morning, and soon as they're in, we definitely will start White People Court. But okay, we're changing the video. Oh, yep. Yeah. Oh,
hey,
Carly, what's going on, fam?
How you doing?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool. I tried to do the headphone thing and see if that would work out better.
It's going on, Carly. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We good, yo. Thanks for coming on Straight Up in the Morning. We really do appreciate you for coming on.
Look at Joe's face.
When I first started podcasting, I asked Carly to come on, but she's a softball coach, so sometimes busy people have busy schedules. But again, Carly, thank you for coming on this morning. We appreciate you for coming on and being a participant of White People Court today. Thank you again.
Fun.
So Carly, if you don't mind, would you mind telling the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, all that good stuff, please?
Sure. I grew up in Central Maryland. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Arundel Mills Mall, but I grew up in that vicinity before that, made its way there. So it's kind of middle of the nowhere. My parents have always had a lot of animals, so I've had a mini farm my whole life. Kind of came from a small town kind of vibe in a big city area. Mm-hmm. But that's the mindset of my parents. But I grew up playing fast pitch softball, traveling all over the country. So my summers, fall, and winter, pretty much every season was dedicated to either preparing for a season or playing in a season. So it was all weekend, every weekend, several games, a lot at stake.
Excuse me, not to cut you off, Carly. I'm so sorry, but Jalogic, I think he's asking you if you could put on some headphones. Our EP is asking if you could put on some headphones.
I have earbuds in.
Oh, I don't know what he's referring to.
I'm trying to figure that out as well.
We can hear you, but lightly, if possible. You can turn it up if there.
I don't know where is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe it's because it's behind me, I guess. Yeah. Can you hear me better?
You're perfect.
Yes.
You're good.
Okay, cool. All right, so I wound up getting, after playing softball for years, I wound up getting a scholarship to go to Howard University in DC. So not only was it obviously a huge cultural difference, but a city, a big city. And in the world, it was kind of in the heart of the world of politics. So, you get down there to Howard and it's,
Hey, Carly, I'm sorry. He said take them out. That's what he meant to say. Yeah, the headphones. You can take them out. That's what he said. Sorry about that.
So I don't need them?
No.
Apparently not.
There's our Bluetooth, so I turn them off.
Oh, the Bluetooth?
Oh. Yeah.
That's why.
Okay, so I should just, okay, hold on.
That's why.
Top of the morning, Kalila.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo, but so for those of you that don't know, we do White People Court every Saturday, and I'm sorry, every Sunday. And sometimes we get white people on and we ask them questions about their culture. We ask them questions about like borderline, you know what I mean? Have they ever encountered, like, have they ever been racist themselves? What did they do when they encountered racism and all that other stuff? So thank you very much again for tuning in. And get ready because we're about to do White People Court. But Carter, before we go into that, I do want to ask you this. So when you got the scholarship to Howard, you know what I'm saying, you realized there was a big cultural difference. Did you know that it was about that you were in for like a big cultural shock initially?
Well, my mother is the reason, like she works at a hospital. She's a respiratory therapist. So she was the reason I was even introduced to the opportunity to play there. She wound up giving my recruiting video to one of the trainers that worked at Howard. So she wound up coming home and telling me about it and then told me what Howard is, like what an HBCU is. And I had heard of Howard, and like it's funny that you guys were talking about Bobby Valentino earlier, but I had heard of Howard Bobby Valentino song with Ludacris, the Pimp It All Over the World, I think. Mm-hmm. So I knew of it. It was, I'd heard of it in like kind of like pop culture. And then when my mom told me about it, I was kind of, I didn't really even know that, like, I didn't know anything about HBCUs. I didn't know they existed. I mean, I think that's the most common knowledge that, white people have, especially at the age of 17.
Right. So, right.
So yeah, it was definitely, eye-opening. I didn't know what to expect really, but my mom had a coworker who went to graduate school there, who was a white man. Mm-hmm. And he told me, just be yourself. Like, don't try to be anybody else.
Right.
Try to fit in that much. Just be yourself. You'll fit in fine. And I was like, so I always took that advice with me to Howard and my experience there, and like, just allowing myself to embrace my experience as who I am.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And did you really have a good experience? While you was at Howard?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that I developed a little bit of like social anxiety, but for my own fault, really, because I used to get a lot of questions, especially my freshman year. I got a lot of questions like, what made you choose Howard? Like, why'd you come here? Never did anyone make me feel like, I didn't belong or like I shouldn't be there. But it was just like that. I knew that people were going to ask me all the time. And it was like that constant questioning. And so in my brain, I was just like, just be very low key. So because I played softball, I would always get, sweatpants and sweatsuits and all that stuff. So I would really literally just wear my softball gear all over campus because mm-hmm. that I felt like was an immediate answer. Like, I got a scholarship to play softball here. That's why I'm here. And there's no real reason other than that. And mm-hmm. I'm excited to be here. I get to play Division I softball. I get to pitch at the Division I level. That was my dream. And I'm 5'4". So like, I don't know if you know much about the softball world, but like pitchers who pitch in the Division I level are like 5'9" and above, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was a unique experience and one that I am very proud of, I guess. Yeah.
Good. So. That's what's up. So it's time for White People Court. You know what I'm saying? And question number one, you know what I mean? This is Lord Vell's one of his favorite segments on the show. And so the first question is, Carly, have you ever been to a fish fry?
I mean, I guess a lot of events that I've been to have had a fish fry station. So, but like,
okay.
I actually got a sport marketing internship in between my junior and senior year in college mm-hmm. With like a small agency that ran a couple of the Ravens players. So,
okay.
But one of them was Ed Reed's foundation. So they were very heavily involved with like Ed Reed's foundation. Mm-hmm. And part of my job was to get sponsorships for these like charity foundations. So Ed Reed's big golf tournament that he has every year, his parents actually had the fish fry at hole 9 or whatever, like I know what you're talking about. The middle one, yeah. Mm-hmm. So everybody, like once they got halfway through the course, would stop and hang out at the fish fry. So,
Gotcha.
I guess.
Okay, yeah. All right.
What's the difference between a cookout and a barbecue?
Mm.
Give me some of the food that's at a cookout.
Oh man.
See, at a barbecue, there's raisins in the potato salad.
Okay.
At a cookout.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? You see
I
what
get
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying now. I was really confused.
You
but
see
now
where
I
I'm
know.
going?
So probably like a really good macaroni salad.
Okay. Are you putting paprika on your macaroni salad?
Probably. I mean, probably. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
I am a flavor person. Like some type of bean, like a really good baked bean or something, with some sort of bacon or something in it.
All right.
Ribs? Would ribs be? Yeah, ribs for sure.
Me.
Wings, a lot of wings. And
Fried wings.
Grilled.
All right.
We're in a cookout, right? I mean, we're getting grilled wings. Okay.
All right.
And then, sheesh. I mean, yes, definitely a potato salad. Absolutely with no apples or raisins or any weird anything.
Just the paprika, babe. Just the paprika.
Don't be disrespectful. Don't put raisins in my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you know what? I'm gonna stop y'all there because my wife tells me I'm weird for this, but I gotta put this out there.
What's that?
I like raisins in my coleslaw. Goddamn it!
I can see that.
Oh,
I like raisins in my coleslaw.
okay.
That might not be bad.
You
That's
want a
not
little bit of a sweet kick in your coleslaw. So
Right. I like raisins in my
Yeah.
coleslaw.
Okay.
I don't know what this is right here.
Oh, it was when the person got in trouble for laughing in court.
Oh shit! I did that before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's crazy. Damn.
But I was in court for some bullshit that day, so
Oh
it
man.
didn't matter.
Carly, one more question, and then we're going. And then thank you all as well for being a co-host. I mean, coming on the show as a guest too. You know what I mean, hanging out with us because we do got some questions that we want to ask about women and you know what I mean, so forth and so on. But I do want to. Here's a serious question: can you name a time when you received racial privilege?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Every single time I've been pulled over with a friend in the car, I've got a ticket or some type of altercation with the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I've been alone by myself, I've been written off with a warning, like every time.
Wow.
Hands down. And so, like the first experience, it was me and a couple of my softball teammates. We were driving down to South Carolina to go to Myrtle Beach for like spring break. And so it was me, 3 of my teammates in my little Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
And my Mustang was like a bright blue color. So it used to get pulled over all the time. Like I used to just get always pulled over. So it was late at night. We had been driving for like 6 hours. We were pretty close to Myrtle Beach. And the guy, there's 2 officers. They both approached like each side of my car. And they start asking me questions about my speeding or whatever. And then immediately started asking my friend in the passenger seat if she was drinking. Because she had just woken up and she also had like some issue with her eyes. So that was like a known thing. We always knew about it, that when she would wake up, she would get really like bloodshot. So her eyes were just a little bit red. And they started asking her and my friends in the back a bunch of questions about if they'd been drinking. But they didn't ask me, the driver. Like
Right.
I was driving and they didn't ask me first. They asked them. And so that pissed me off. Another time was with my ex. He was in the car. Luckily, we did not have any marijuana on us at this moment, but we often did, just transporting it back and forth. But he had his like hoodie up because he knew like as soon as I got pulled over, and I got pulled over for like an insurance issue, which wasn't even an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a miscommunication between my insurance company and the NBA.
Okay.
So I'm not getting pulled over for this, but I could prove that I had insurance. I had my card and everything. And they wound up telling me that because I don't have proof of insurance or whatever, that they would either have to take me in or search my car or impound my car. And I didn't know any better. Like I was probably not within my rights, like just, search my car like that. But I let them. They searched me for probably like 20 seconds, and they searched my ex for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had us sitting on the curb so they could like, search my whole car. And while they were doing that, they like 3 or 4 more cop cars had pulled up behind them, and they had like six cops surrounding my ex, not me.
Damn.
And they were asking him questions about where his wallet was, where his cell phone is, this, that, and the other, just like asking him all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept like screaming at them and like, not recognizing how, rough that could have gotten. But I would just like, why are you asking him questions? This is my car. What do you like? But I experienced that several times, almost every time with a Black or Hispanic friend in my car. Yes.
So like, well, now in that situation, do you feel like helpless because you know what I'm saying? There's nothing pretty much you possibly can do. I mean, you're yelling or doing whatever you're doing, but at the same time, you can't help your Black friend.
Nothing. There's nothing I can do. Just like the cops seem so careless. It's not even like it's almost like they can switch their brains off from an emotional human being to like a systematic, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
right.
So I don't even know how to describe it. It's weird. It's like even me in that moment as a white woman can't have an emotional connection with this cop. There's nothing that I can say that would get them to like, back off or leave it alone or whatever.
Robotic. They get real robotic.
Yeah. And you just feel like there's nothing you can really say to them no matter what you do. And then because that frustrates you, and me, I'm a little bit of a, quick reacting human being. So
right.
I tend to be a little spicy sometimes. So I wind up not knowing, and you don't realize this. I mean, like we're all trying to get better at it now, I think, but you don't realize that you could escalate that situation just because of your emotions. But like, you care about the person. You're really angry that they're treating them this way, and like you don't know why. You can't even explain it yourself. So yeah, frustrating situations to be in.
I mean,
Kylie, wait, sidebar real quick. Are those door knockers you wearing? I like that. Let me see your earrings. Okay. I like this one.
Yeah, Carly's cool. One of the reasons why I asked her on White People Court is because, before like killing Black people started trending or before it started being like videotaped or whatever, I would read her posts, and her posts were always very like, like fuck racism kind of thing. And I appreciated it because it was very like, it was happening before it was like popular to do, saying? So I knew that she was already like on some old like, she not with the racism shit because of I followed her on Instagram and the post or whatever. So that was a good reason why I was like, I knew she was good for white people because she understands that you're not supposed to put potatoes. I mean, you're not supposed to put raisins in potato salad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She totally understands that. Carly, what is your favorite Black show?
My favorite Black show? Oh man.
Family. It could be Family Matters. Remember TGF Friday?
You know what I used to love in college? Smart Child.
Okay. Oh, Smart Guy.
Smart Guy. Yes, Smart Guy.
Yeah.
That one. Smarter Child is what I was thinking of. Do you guys remember the AIM screen name, Smarter Child?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was locked up for that.
They used to play in my like dorm, well, not my dorm, but the dorm where the athletic facilities were.
Okay.
Yeah. So we used to just like sit in the little game room or boardroom and watch that show. I used to like that.
Okay.
Got you. Crook, what was your favorite white show?
Fuck, the one that Jonah put me on to, Arrested Development, Jason Bateman.
Fire.
Love that show.
That's so funny.
What was the little girls?
Yesterday, I was thinking about getting to that.
Yo, you should get into that, and I hope they renew that shit. That shit is hilarious.
The girl name was Maybe.
Oh man,
I gotta check that out. I definitely gotta check that out. Carly, thank you very much for being on White People Court. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But so do you have a little bit more time, Carly?
I sure do, yeah.
Cool, good.
We noticed that my fault, bro. We noticed that you're indulging in the art of the cannabis. And we was gonna ask if, since you're here, you know, if you want to be a part of the digital cipher.
Sure.
Good. I got some motor breath over here that I'm about to put in. You're pause.
Shout out
I
to
hate y'all, man. What you got, Jonah?
San Fernando Valley. Shout out.
My man is on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Kylie?
I have Wedding Crashers.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's
I got a fucking Newport.
Oh man.
because you're about to bust a power move.
Yeah. I gotta keep it clean.
You're about to bust a power move.
It's rare for Crook to like be at this place right now, so I give him the ultimate kudos.
Thank you.
My boy's changed man.
Thank you.
Yeah, he says that. Yeah, he said you changed the game on him. So ain't nothing wrong with a little change, yo. You know what I mean? You can come from the jail cell and get into the suit. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's a fact. I'll be back though. Once I get situated, I'll be back.
You'll be back. You'll be back. I'm about to put this jiffy together. I want the people to see me put the missile together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And this is gonna be interesting, Carly. I'm glad that you're here because I used to see your posts. You know what I'm saying? When you was like not taking shit from men. I used to see it. I used to see it.
I'm still not taking shit from men.
So she's one of those ones, fam. You know what I'm saying?
She should. She shouldn't.
You know how like you meet one of those white girls and you be like, yo, where you from, yo? Because you different. You're not. You different. You different. Miss Ravioli said, now I gotta Google door knockers because I ain't no white girl going ain't because ain't no white girl going out there.
Yo, Miss Ravioli, you don't know what door knockers are, baby?
Oh my gosh, Miss Ravioli.
Miss Ravioli, you out of line.
God bless your heart.
You out of line. She went to Howard. She know what's up.
He is with the shit.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you ever encountered in Howard?
Craziest thing?
Yeah. I know college shit goes down, so. Hey, Carly. Before you do that, can you also turn your camera to the HDMI? Yeah. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Fire.
Really?
Fire.
That looks better. It feels better. Craziest thing I ever encountered at Howard. Oh.
Wild party. You know what I'm saying?
Get wasted, like
orgies.
Waking up on a curbside or something like what?
Is the Greek party still the same?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I was introduced to Howard through Greek parties. Shout out to the Sigmas. They treated me very well. It's very welcomed. So I a lot of parties, but nothing ever crazy went down aside from like a bunch of raids. You know, they would just like, raid the house parties all the time. I don't know about crazy. I mean, I guess I have like a crazy thing I did.
Oh.
That I can go down in my historical books for.
Let's go.
I hooked up in Douglas Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Spontaneity.
Place.
Yeah. The famous Douglas Hall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fine.
Publicly?
No. It was late.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah. Had to get right.
Yo, J5, Crook, have you ever gotten caught having sex publicly?
Yeah, wow.
No.
Like
I've done it.
Like you never got caught like outside, like
I've done it, but I never got caught.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah, because in those situations you gotta be quick.
They have pants down situation. Don't take everything off.
Nah.
This is a one position shot.
Right. Facts.
Get on that swing and don't move.
One position, like 40 strokes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's cold outside. It's cold outside. It's cold outside.
Back look, you looking around like.
Yeah, you can't even focus.
You're crazy.
You can't even focus. But yo, Carly, besides sex, what makes a woman attached to a man so quickly? Besides sex, how can a man attach to a woman so quickly? Yeah.
Good sex. Great sex.
Outside of the sex, though.
Huh?
outside of the sex?
Good treat. I mean, I think a good charisma, like someone that has just sort of like this
Bravado.
way of words, you know.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me.
With this guy.
You know, like they're able to, I woo you, and like their text messages and their calls, and yeah, somebody that.
Yeah, Dolphy, I got it down to a science, man.
I bet.
You said Miss Redemption said intellect. So you think I personally don't think that a man attaches to a woman so quickly without sex. I just don't. I mean, he might like her vibe. He might be feeling her vibe. He might be like, all right, this is who I'm going to like try to, you know what I'm saying, like make, you know what I'm saying, my girl. But I don't think like he gonna be so like, yo, this brother gotta be looking for marriage if he's like on some old like, yo, besides me getting the games.
Otherwise it's just like it's a not to overuse the word, but really it's just a situation. Like you enjoy the sex together. You don't even really discuss whether you're in a relationship. I mean, I've pretty much been in only those. Like,
right.
And it partly is because of me. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want marriage, so I don't bring it up. I don't talk about it. I don't know what I want with this person because I'm not the type that's like, as soon as I meet somebody, it's like, oh, he's the one.
Right.
You know, I'm always very cautious. I don't know if I would call it guarded or, yeah, you know what I mean? I try to be as open to like whatever the situation is.
Right.
And then if it grows, it grows. I mean, everyone's different. I've dated people who were extremely broken in situations where I wouldn't expect them to put into a relationship with me. You know what I mean? I cared about the person. I was faithful to said person, but like I guess I shouldn't have expected them to provide for what a woman would expect out of a actual relationship, because that's not fair. It's not fair to ask them to do that when they're obviously not in a situation to take care of themselves.
Right.
So wait, Twan, I used to feel like that, what you said. You know, like, no, I make that decision after I see what the sex is like. Until because you know you could feel like that, and then if the sex is whack, everything is done.
Everything.
Until though, and I'm not just saying this, like this real talk. Until I met my wife, because we weren't intimate right away. You know what I mean? But thinking back in hindsight, we was on the phone, and we were grown when we met. But we was on the phone every day, spending time with each other in person every day. The dialogue, like, no, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
Oh, you mean emotional intimacy? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like that.
Good.
And then, you know, I noticed her drive. That was a turn on for me. And I ain't really deal with girls that had drives like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and honestly, I've always been the type of person who has worked. I have been a hard worker. I've always had numerous jobs, numerous certifications, like just to always have several streams of income.
Facts.
And, like hustler type of jobs. I'm not just like you know what I mean? So, because of that, because I'm so busy and I always have like my own big visions and my own bigger dreams, and like I really believe in the things that I do. I think that makes it harder for me to connect with a man who's trying to marry someone. And when you're like trying to marry someone, that person, you're looking for certain qualities in them, like a woman who wants to have a child or wants to live that settled life. And I don't want that. But like I definitely believe in the idea of like a life partner, someone to literally deal with this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just alongside someone that you have a quality emotional connection with. I don't necessarily want to plan marriage, kids, things like that. I just want us to like, you know, maybe live together, maybe have like you know, help each other out type of setup, you know, because it's expensive to live as a single person. I'm 30 years old. I'm single. And it's expensive to be single.
Yeah.
So, you know, so then you start getting to a point where, do I keep living with roommates or does my roommate become a significant other?
Right.
Like, that's where I'm at.
You're going to get tired. after a while, you're gonna get tired, and you're gonna want to, you want to get right. And I totally agree. Kalila, by the way, she said consistency. That's also a big, a big plus when it comes to that situation. And I kind of disagree too, Torn, because look at the dude on We Reddit. He got the whole situationship with the trans and didn't even know. So he was emotionally into it. So, like, I can't even say he never smashed again. I mean,
Carly, you wasn't here for that. Well, you didn't. You weren't here for that.
Yeah, I heard it. I was here.
Oh, you was.
You could get a mutual. You could get a mutual situation with somebody, man. Like,
very much so. Very much.
But
so.
the man has to be like, because like you said, it's not likely for a man to feel that way. So it's really where the man's mind state is at. Because how many niggas get a good woman and can't keep her because mentally they wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying?
Look how he said. Look what he said. Like, yo, that was the most beautiful woman I've ever saw in my life. So he's like, yo, we're gonna keep on talking because I can't let this go. I can't get you out of my system.
His mind was going crazy. He couldn't leave her alone.
Crazy. Is that because of the sex, you think?
No, they hadn't even had sex yet.
Okay.
He had a swammy. I'm sorry, that was crazy. But yeah, the dude had a yada mean.
He had a dick. Pause.
Yeah, facts.
And he didn't, and he didn't know if he wanted to collide with the other dick. He just didn't know.
It just don't work. It's like it's friction, the wrong type of friction.
Carly, when do you think that a transgender should reveal that they are that when they are interested in a person?
It's hard for me to answer a what would you do situation if that's not who I am, I guess. I don't know. Like it's a spectrum. It's not my job to judge that person or tell them what to do in a situation, because like you guys said, there's two sides to the story. There's the I'm afraid they're not going to accept me if I come clean too soon, but I care about this person, and and you make sense and you have good chemistry and all that good stuff. So then you wind up putting yourself in a situation where you've lied to this person, and that is where I think we confuse the idea of, are they mad that they're a transgender, or are they mad that they lied to them? And so,
or both. It could be both.
Or both, and that's fair. Like that's fair because I get it. I totally get it. But again, it wouldn't be my place to say like you should tell this person now.
I just think,
Carly, how do you? John Lodge said, Carly, how do you feel when you see a white man with a black guy?
A white woman.
A white woman. Sorry, a white woman with a black guy.
I guess a lot of things go through my head. I've dated black men, so I get that feeling too, where like I'm always wondering what people are thinking of us.
So you are you are with the swirl. You do.
Well, when I was talking about my exes, yes.
Yeah, she said that in her story.
You gotta open your ears, J5.
So yes, I've gotten that experience myself. But what comes to my mind, honestly, is like, what are their situations? Like, what are their families like? Because that's my experience. My experience has been, how do our families feel about this situation? So I immediately think of like where they came from. Are their families like open to this? Is this something that they like whisper about in person, or like whisper about in secret with each other and like don't approve of? And it's weird. That goes through my head a lot, but never do I disapprove. I'm always like, yes, awesome, cool, love is love. Live. Yeah. So
Crook, when I dated a girl, typical white girl name. I dated a white girl named Becky.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, okay, that's what you mean by typical.
Yeah, yo, it was bad. It was bad for me. So
yeah, like how? Bad like how?
Like, so black women would give me nasty eyes, because this is why. Because her butt was crazy.
Right?
They
was hating.
Her butt was crazy. So I'm in the hood. I'm on White Lock and North Avenue. That's the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's where action goes down. So I pull up to get gas, and I get out of the car, and I say, I look over to my right. I say, Becky, stay in the car. Do not. I said, do not get out the car. This is the hood. You see that blue light right there? That means action goes down around here. Do not get out the car.
Right.
But see, Becky had a battery in her back, and she wanted everybody to know that she was with a black man. You know what I'm saying? She wanted everybody to know. So I go into the gas station. I come back, and mind you, I got put 25 in the car, so I'm going to be there for a minute. You know what I mean? Across from me, a truck full of black women pulls up, full of Yankees.
Of course.
Crazy, right? So one of them getting out, and she was like, how you doing? I was like, oh my God, this is about to be bad, because Becky was charged up. Becky gets out of the car.
Her battery.
Right? She walks around the front of the car and says, hey, babe. And I was like, yeah, you are doing a lot. So the black girl sees me, I mean, disgusted. You hear me? Black woman looking at me like, you foul. And then you brought this bitch around here. You could have took her to Pikesville. Why you getting gas around here? So that was and then with her, I couldn't be around. One day we in the car, and she sees her father, right? And she says to me immediately, she was like, "Put your seat back, because my father's at the red light." I said, "What the fuck?"
Shit!
I said, I said, so he one of them? She was like, "Put your seat back."
He's one of them.
She said, "Put your seat back, and I'm gonna slow down." You know what I'm saying? Mind you, there's nobody else on the road, so we gotta pull up next to yo.
Yeah.
Gotta pull up next to yo. I was like, yo, listen, I ain't trying to get shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, it's the smuggles. Becky did not respect my instructions. No, she did not. I was trying to protect her, because like, yo, these black women were looking at me like, yo, did you really bring this bitch around here? Like, your big strong ass, like, you brought this white girl around here. It could have got ugly real quick, because Becky just had to let the black girl know that I was with her.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me, babe. But when they saw her yams, they was like, so you gonna bring this white bitch around here with this big ass butt? You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Yeah, it could have got ugly for me real quick. She did something in the elevator when there was another black woman in the elevator for no apparent reason, just being extra as shit.
She wanted to show you off. Do you feel like you was a token catch for her?
Nah.
She tried to digs you.
Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. But at the end of the day, it was almost too dangerous for real, because like I really couldn't be around Shorty because of our peoples for real.
And there's nothing wrong with being a token catch. I feel like I love you, babe, but I feel like I'm my wife's token catch. Like, she loves showing me off. You know what I'm saying?
How old was Becky?
Yeah.
She was like 20, like 21. This was
she was young.
A minute ago.
I can understand that, I guess.
Yeah, this was a minute ago.
Yeah.
And our best friend was black too, so she had like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she knew, she was down with the swirl.
Yeah.
From the jump. I mean, she was messing with a black dude.
But she was still daddy's baby girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So she, the older she gets, the better she'll probably get with that.
She had a black baby. She had a black baby, apparently.
Oh,
What?
She made her daddy mad with that.
Yeah, she had a black baby. So Snuggle says, so they were mad at you just because she had it. I mean, they were mad because, like, I guess I didn't bring no slouch around there.
They were mad that it was out of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
They thought their perception is it's supposed to be this way, but no,
it wasn't that way. Like, she literally could match with them, and Shorty was only like 5'2".
Oh, she had the yams.
She did. Sorry,
She had the yams.
Oh, she can't find the Amazon. That's what
But guess what? But guess
Only
what,
one
Crook?
way to grow.
Guess what,
Yo.
Crook?
Yo,
Guess what, Crook?
what's that, brother?
She couldn't take dick.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, what a
Mean.
waste.
Mean. Mean. Remember that situation we talked about raising them? Like raising them like
Oh
you know,
yeah,
raising them sexually? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It was too difficult. They wanted to see Twan with a fat white girl with slippers on. Yeah, that's what they wanted.
Slippers.
What a slipper.
You can see it now.
And a Nike t-shirt.
And a Nike t-shirt. But yeah, it wasn't. I realized that this is not gonna get wild crazy. So I'm gonna have to did this situation.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Like if I gotta teach you and I gotta always be gentle. Sometimes a nigga want to ground and pound. Like
It wanted to get. I mean, is it
I want
wrong
to take
if
it to
I
the
put my
octagon.
foot on your neck?
right. I can't take it to the. We gotta be WWE all the time.
Octagon.
Fake wrestling. Nah, man. I like ground and pound sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If that's just it's just too much.
Nothing wrong with that. Do y'all remember when Carly? Do you remember you remember the show Baywatch, right?
Yes.
Okay, everybody good. So, like, when did white men all of a sudden start liking a whole bunch of ass? Because remember, it used to be the Pamela Anderson. You know what I'm saying? When did the transition?
The Dolly Partons.
Yeah, the Dolly Partons. When did the white men want to start squeezing on the yams?
Is this a rhetorical question?
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
I mean, cultural appropriation, right? Essentially.
That was a very honest answer.
Rest in
Very
peace.
much so.
We just
Taylor.
put
He
that
had
in
yams.
like the media, you know.
Yeah.
And we took a Kim Kardashian and we
Mean.
decided to, you know, hoist her up on her throne
Yeah.
with all the ass possible and continuously growing.
But see, it's fake. It's
So,
not fun when it's fake.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yes, of course, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about fake butts. We're just talking about why is that like attractive to the majority population now, as opposed to when Baywatch was like the ideal figure, when Pam
Right.
Anderson with the big boobs and no butt were, you know, those one-piece bathing suits were it. You can't fit ass in a one-piece bathing
Not
suit.
at all.
You gotta cut it out. You gotta like put it through the butt now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Keenan said, no, it was J-Lo. Was it J-Lo?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that, but J-Lo, I don't think we quite promoted her ass the way that we did Kim Kardashian.
Nah, not like the Kardashian. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
You
we
know
knew
what?
J-Lo had a booty. We loved it.
That's
We
the-
acknowledged
We
it.
did hype it up because we were still in that era of like big boobs. And I was just watching a Christina Aguilera video. You made me watch it. Where like, remember when the low riding shorts were like it, and it was all about your midsection?
Mhm.
Had nothing to do with ass. Like ass
Right.
still wasn't a thing in like the Christina Aguilera era. We were like showing off the midriffs like that. If you look at Britney Spears,
Yeah, you're right.
that she's still just bearing her midriff, and like that's her staple. It's what she's known for. And I don't know. I think that you're right. Like, you know, J-Lo has a very nice butt, but it's not fake, and it's not something that she's literally shaping it so that she looks good in certain poses that intensify ass shots.
Yeah, she actually got a butt reduction after a while.
We can make
Shout
sense.
out to Selena. That Selena hit different, man. The yams was
Oh
crazy.
my god, right. I would say this all the time. Selena had the butt. Like the butt of all butts.
Mhm. Beyonce didn't have a butt when she was with Destiny's Child.
Don't you start, Twan.
Chill, bro.
Don't you start.
Chill. This the
No,
hit.
we're gonna
Not
go there.
inaccurate.
She didn't have one when she was doing Destiny. She was doing Bills.
So are you implying that?
Three babies will change your body.
Gotta get the
Yes. Are you implying that it's fake?
No,
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
no. I'm not gonna disrespect.
All right.
I'm not. Gonna
Yeah, that's
disrespect.
my second bay.
Hard, you know what I mean? A little hard work. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't little
She
hard
is
work.
all
I'm
of
not
our
saying
second bay.
Also, Jay Moore said Iggy started that first. I mean, that thirst.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't.
No, she didn't.
She didn't.
She wasn't out before Kardashians.
Mm-mm.
Why-
She helped.
Snuggle said, "How can you say that about white men when they have always had access to women who had ass since slavery. So how can you make that statement?
That is very true. No, she's right.
But that's the
But it was taboo.
Right.
It was taboo.
Right.
industry.
It was never mainstream. And that's what
Exactly.
we're talking about.
Exactly.
Not whether or not they liked it or not, but when did it become popular?
Right.
Because Snuggles is right. Them slave masters was loving them African asses.
Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
Oh man, listen. Ask any black woman if they have ever encountered a white man who has seemed to almost have a fetish for dating black women.
That's a fact.
It's a thing. It's a real thing. And I'm not saying like that I don't approve of white men and black women dating. I love it, but I think that there are men that are out there for like weird reasons, like just odd reasons. You know what I mean?
That
like,
is a fact.
My best friend was actually involved in a situation like that, and it's weird. It's older men. It's way older men. I think like in our current time we have way less of that, but they're still there. But it's heavy. It's very heavy in older men.
John Logic said Beyonce was a teen when she was with Destiny's Child, not the entire time.
Yeah. Her booty had to be, grow.
I think John Logic is like indirectly trying to give me a charge for real. And I don't appreciate.
It's all good. And you can't get a charge because we was all teens then.
I don't remember noticing Beyonce's butt, really noticing Beyonce's butt until the Crazy in Love video.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's very true.
That was like her, like every single shot was like a twerking image of like the shape of the top of her butt and how it like poked out.
Very true.
I just remember that. Like
that's true though.
Yeah.
Beyonce is scary, and I'm good.
Here we go.
Beehive. I ain't messing with the Beehive. I said it. I ain't messing with them. They crazy.
Keenan said ass wasn't universally accepted until J-Lo came through and blew up.
I think Selena would have done that had she lived.
Yeah. John Logic said, good point, Carly. A lot of people fetishize black women or women for different ethnic backgrounds.
For sure.
Very much so. Snuggles, I think that this young lady said is right. Do you think she could tell that to a lady of a different persuasion?
Right. Huh?
I don't get that.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Please, Snuggles, can you elaborate on that? Because definitely on Pamela Anderson was the truth.
Yeah.
Mike,
come here, up.
I could I'm gonna say wrong on that one.
Yes,
I wasn't a Pamela Anderson fan.
It was not
get with the plastic.
The chick that held it down the most on Baywatch, hands down, was Yasmin Bleak.
I never watched, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know what's always funny about Pam Anderson is that she was always heavy on the drugs, and like it was very obvious that she was heavy on the drugs, and like no one faulted her or like gave her shit about it. But like
facts,
you know
job.
I mean? We knew you were on the drugs.
Right.
Facts.
So you think she could tell that the black woman? Tell that the black woman what?
Yeah. Snuggles,
can you elaborate a little more?
Where we going? I think that this young lady said. I think what this young lady said is right. Do you think she could tell her that to a? All right, Snuggles. Sorry about that. I don't think you think black men also criticize white women. Do you think white men on the only one?
No. You got some black men that fetishize white women as well.
Right.
Hell yeah.
You've never seen
like that
the
date white women for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know black men that only date white women.
Only for sure.
Yeah.
You've never heard a black man say, "I want a snow bunny for Christmas"? That's some fetishizing shit.
Yeah.
So you never. Yeah. You like, I love me snowflake. You never heard that?
You got
that.
Yeah. Like,
and either way, it's wrong and weird.
Yeah, my fault. Hey, Mike, you absolutely right. Carmen Electra was the truth, but Yasmin Bleak, bro, you gotta Google it. She's kind of washed now that she's a little older, but it's like at that time, yeah.
You know why I didn't like Baywatch? Because I felt like David Hasselhoff let me down.
You think
I felt like, yeah, he sold out. Like you was this badass action hero.
You think he was Knight Rider?
You was Michael Knight.
You feel me?
Now you running down the beach?
Bro,
I didn't like that switch.
that's the German sensation, man. That's David Hasselhoff. That's the Hoff, bro.
I didn't like that switch.
But Michael Lang is true. Michael.
He was kind of, I didn't have a problem with the I didn't have a problem. I mean, I thought he was an actor, so that was his game. But I do feel he let you down. He had the baddest car in the game, and then he all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, running down the beach. I get it. With the
And this is the thing. When I was younger, I didn't understand that acting was just acting. Like when I first saw The Color Purple, I really hated Danny Glover after that movie. Like I couldn't stand him.
I used to think that like, why is this actor alive? Why is
right? Right.
Yeah, it processed you as a kid. Like
I couldn't stand him.
Jalaj said facts at redemption. Hey Carly, have you ever been with a black man who had a white woman fetish?
Mm.
When you say been with, like if you're just saying in the sense of like hooking up with, probably. Was I totally aware of it? I don't think so. But like if you look at anyone's track record, you can pretty much tell like they have not only a fetish for white women, but like a certain look as well. Like like I know men who like are a man, a very particular person that I know that like has a keen eye for like beach blondes, you know what I mean? Like just a thing. And I don't know what it is. I don't think I've ever dated one. Like any of the people that I've ever been with, I was like their first white girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like.
Yeah.
I would prefer. I guess I prefer that because I don't want to feel like I was hunted, like and I was like sought after, in that type of way. Like it's like, are you doing this for a reason, or did we just like have a chemical bond here of some sort? So yeah, but a lot of the environments that I've been in, whether it's work environments or my school environments and the networks that I'm in, I'm almost always around Black people.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
And it's always. I'm sorry, J5. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, Mike from Boston. Yeah, Yasmin was dope, but now she look crazy. Yeah, I know, man. Things happen. She lost a little money. Probably got a little hungry. So good, but it's just crazy, man. Yeah, Twan.
Yo, so Carly, want to get your opinion on the upcoming, first of all, guys, thank you for all your comments. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Carly, for answering some of our viewers' questions. We appreciate that. And guys, keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming. But we are going to move on to the next subject. It is 11:31. And, the presidential election is less than, I think it's like 57 days left, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. It's getting real near. Do you... Now, and I don't want to know your political views or anything like that, but like due to the fact that both main candidates, right, has had some sort of ill will against women. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Whether it was hearsay, whether you saw the shit happen, both of these two candidates have violated women in some way, form, or fashion. Let's just call it for what it is. The election is fucked either way, no matter what the case may be. How do you pick a lesser evil? Do you base it off of how much money you're gonna save, or whatever the case may be? How do you like come up with that when you're a woman? Yeah, you know what I mean, and you have to make a decision like that.
I mean, I know what my decision is. I'm pretty, set on my decision just because I've been tired of the last 4 years. But I think it's ironic because if we believed the number of women who have had some form of sexual assault or rape of some sort that they've experienced in their life, if we believe the statistics behind that number, then it's almost a given that any man has committed that act. So
wow, that was dopely put.
Yeah.
So like
that's why she's
not any man. I'm not saying every man, but there's a chance that like someone who's going to wind up in a high position, like president has had some experience where a woman has felt assaulted or uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we should believe what they're saying, like what the women are saying. But the decision right now, like, I guess it's just so critical that, a lot of people are putting that, I think in my mind, are putting that aside. And unfortunately, we watched everyone do that to Trump 4 years ago, where no matter what he was accused of, what the atrocity was that he committed, it's like the people that are going to support him are still going to 100% support him. And it doesn't seem like these like immoral acts are gonna, sway their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's essentially what we're against. And we can't or what the other half of the population is against,
right.
Is trying to find that, I guess, moral ground where, I know that this man isn't perfect. He's not, human, and it sucks that it's come down to this. But again, like, we don't believe women in the first place anyway. So like, now we've put ourselves in a position where people like that, anyone like that, has found themselves in these higher rankings and these higher positions where we've got to make a pretty important decision as a country for which predator is the best.
Which predator is the best? Damn, that's a good. Chris Hansen, where are you?
Right.
And I feel like each president is put in a place because of their particular intricacy. Like for Barack Obama, he was very versatile in the art of speech. So he can lure anybody into the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can articulate very well. And Trump, he's more of a financial asset because has tied with a lot of people in this world, where he's handshaking Germany, Vladimir Putin, all these export people. So yeah, like, every president is put in the system for an intricate reason, I feel.
Got you. Crook, you said that you felt some kind of way about this election initially. So what do you have to say about it?
I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm weaponizing my vote as a black person because first I'm gonna say this: the very definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Yeah.
So we've been, as black people, and women, as black people and women, because women have to fight for the right to vote as well. Since our ability to vote, what's changed for us?
Right.
Nothing much. So there we go back to that word insanity. We got to do the same thing and expect different results. Only thing I hear people saying why I should vote is to get the one that's in office out. But if Biden wins, that's going to happen automatically. So what's another reason I should vote?
Well,
what am I going to get from my vote?
Well, I can tell you, I feel, and I always emphasize this: if we're voting, we should vote within our local politics. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
We can govern a situation that's happening locally in our communities more or less than the presidency. So
right.
You could leave that ballot closed. You don't have to choose the president, but you can choose what's happening in around you in your neighborhood.
Right. But that's the same thing my wife said, and then I told her what I'm about to tell you. This conversation is not about local elections. This conversation is strictly about presidential elections.
Right.
We know the importance and the difference between the two. So let's just stick to the presidential election.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get for your vote as a woman or as a black person that you've never gotten before?
Yeah.
And I totally understand that. I think that, like, me as an individual, I'm not really, I don't think voting this time really is going to make an effective change in my life personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel that way. And like you said before, but I do want to act like think to myself that something will change, but like due to the fact that there's no evidence of change, whether it's Democrat or whether it's Republican, it really doesn't interest me this time because now I'm like really like consciously like seeing like what these individuals about and where could we possibly go. If we're gonna have a monster in there, I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to contribute to the destruction of, I guess, like to say, more you know what I mean, more black people getting killed because any real president, you know what I'm saying, would make an effective change, you know what I mean, to this kind of situation. And if you get Joe Biden in there, then you know what I mean, the situation is you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
So am I wrong to say, in that sense, am I wrong to say stick with what we know? I mean, Trump is already here. Does it matter?
So I'll say this. This is the problem. This is the problem I don't have with Trump. This is the problem I don't have with Trump. Is he gets shit done. All right, so they have in this situation with the stimulus. I was watching this article the other day. Big shout out to Wifey for putting me on with it. And basically, J58, Trump said, listen, guys, if they decide that they can't get their shit together, I'll just send the checks out. I'll just send the checks out and deal with the consequences later.
I was fucking with the nigga for doing that because I'm on unemployment right now. And when that extra 600 stopped hitting, I was watching the news like every fucking day to see if Congress came to a solution. And they didn't. And he gangstered that shit. He gangstered that shit.
So when it came to the evictions, right? When it came to the eviction situation, he went to the Congress and was like, this is what I want to do, you know what I mean, for the people. They couldn't come to an agreement. So this is what Trump does. He goes to the CDC and says, listen, guys, I need you to ban evictions right now. And they do it immediately. He went to the Democrats and tried to work with them with the food stamp demonstration. Couldn't work with him. He said, all right, fine. I'll go to the USDA, talk to them, and I'll get the shit done.
He did.
Get the shit done myself. Okay, states don't want to give the states. Okay, I want to keep the 600 going. The states are like, well, we really don't have it. Okay, let me go to FEMA. Let me just draw some money from there. Here you go, guys. So at the end of the day, he says there's 300 billion that he's just waiting to give Americans. This is what he says, but the Democrats are holding that up.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? It's 300 billion sitting there. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to vote for him. Because they want that bread, Carly. They want that money.
Oh, trust me, I fear it every day.
They want that check, and it's when it says Trump on there. You tell me you ain't gonna cash it. I'm gonna cash mine.
Isn't it ironic that like the majority of the people that are gonna vote for him, and I'm talking about like white people, that are gonna vote for him because of this money situation and giving government money, right, are usually the ones complaining about anything government handout related, like anything. And that's why they vote against, anything that's trying to make universal health care a thing or get these kids out of cages in freaking America. It's insane.
So, Carly, where you stand in the presidency? Where you gonna go? Who you going for?
I'm obviously gonna do Biden Harris because
I could tell by her energy.
There's no way. I mean, I can't. I feel like I always try to vote on my morals. Like I felt like when it came down to Obama, like that's why I chose Obama. It was 2008. I went to Howard in 2007. So you can imagine my first year at Howard University being the year that Obama campaigned for presidency. So what? Of course, everyone I'm around, this is the most exciting time in the world for them. So that was that was a really amazing thing to see the first time that I could vote, right? So I've always gone off of what I think is morally right. So then when it came to Hillary and Trump, I mean, obviously I went for what I thought was the lesser of two evils, but everyone's trying to convince me that they're both evil. And
right, yeah, I agree.
So I'm trying to do the same thing this year because I feel like I have a moral obligation to at least get what is going on now to try to backtrack on whatever the hell just happened these last 4 years. And it went a little crazy, I think, on everybody. And in a lot of ways, I mean, we're not in a good financial place if we're borrowing, if everyone is relying on borrowed money from the government. We're just not in a good place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a positive thing to look forward to. I don't think it's a positive thing to be on unemployment or to have this unemployment number in this country. It's ridiculous. I mean, we're the laughing stock at this point.
Nah, we definitely are. We definitely are. And it is kind of Trump's fault why the country is in the shape that it's in.
For sure.
So he should be doing all he can to fix it.
And honestly, we keep having these conversations about like he's racist and he's like, you know, all these things, which are obvious things that are, you know, should affect your moral outlook on him. But unfortunately, those conversations only fire up his true supporters. Like, that conversation is like, well, that's why I'm voting for him, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they're out there doing it. They are intentional with racism, and it's not even like we can do anything about that. So the only thing we can do is be intentional against it, like push it out somehow. And I feel he has allowed that. He has engaged those followers, and whether Biden is a good human being or not, I don't think he's going to engage those people like that. You know what I mean? He's not out for that. That's not what he's here for. He's
more like overt, more covert though with his shit.
But hey guys, let's go to the comments real quick. Let's see what everybody's saying. Snuggle668, she was like, you can vote down ballot.
That's pretty much what Jonah was saying. I agree.
J5 comments?
Yeah. And when you vote down ballot in a party where you are the majority, it was shown in the party for the next election how much power you truly have. That's why voting down ballot is very important. I agree with you. I totally agree, Snuggles.
Yeah, Lord Bell, you missed white people court today. You're gonna have to go. You have to go watch the replay, bro.
Definitely gotta go and check the replay, bro. Lord Bell, Redemption said, Lord Bell, LOL.
I got a question because I seen it happen twice in 2 elections. I seen it happen the first time when I was old enough to realize what elections was all about, and that's with George Bush and Gore. And then I seen it happen again with Hillary and Trump. And that is when one candidate wins the popular vote, but then they lose in the electoral college.
Crazy.
That makes me feel, because the popular vote is the people's vote, right?
Right.
So that makes me feel like my vote can get outweighed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't understand that process. Can any of y'all help me figure that shit out?
Crazy. Snuggles, she was like, Snuggles said, what does the other party need from you when you're not the majority voter?
Hey, my friend can explain it really well.
Please.
Can she explain it? Okay. This is this way. This is Isabel, everyone.
Hi,
Isabel.
I can explain it okay. So basically, the Electoral College was originally established to give southern states and more rural places more power when it came to elections. But what that turns out when you put on top of that the prison industrial complex is that you have all these rural communities that have what are these predominantly Black and brown bodies counted on the census that do not have the right to vote, that actually count towards their right to vote.
Wow. So it's basically a cheat code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to do away with it.
For failure.
Racism is systemic, and the Electoral College needs to be abolished.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So the way I felt about it is right and exact. I felt like there was some cheating shit.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how it worked, and thank you for breaking that down.
Yeah.
Because I will pass that information on to my wife and kids.
And that did happen with the John Kerry, George Bush situation too, as well.
Word? See, I didn't even pay attention to that one. That was when Bush was running for his second term, right?
The second term.
Yeah. Okay. Crazy.
Dan, well, thank you for breaking that down. We really do appreciate that.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Because I couldn't explain that shit.
I'm gonna go back with Snuggles. What does the other party need from when you are not the majority voter in the other party, and how much power would you amass because voting is about power in the numbers, and I agree as well. It's just, but now when we just broke this down, it's hard to explain that because we set for failure. So
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, guys. Thank you for all the comments. Trump is not respected internationally. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
He was before he became president, but
He
since he's been president, his mishandling of the country has got him looking like a clown.
Redemption said weaponizing a vote holds no merit, though.
How so, Sway?
Right.
If everyone that wanted to vote for Biden had a particular set of things. That's why I was fucking with Ice Cube where he said, yo, we need a contract for American people. And these things is what we asked for. If you can't meet them, or at least the majority of these things, you don't get the vote.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's power.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
That
that's
makes
power.
Snuggle said the current person was elected by their own people, so we'll let their people decide what to do with this situation they created, or if they are okay with it.
with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Thank you for all your comments. So the white girl is voting for. First of all, Lord Bell, her name is Carly. We'll start off right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's voting. She's voting for Biden. I mean, you really don't. I mean, if you vote for, you wanted to vote for Trump, or you wanted to vote for Biden. You know what I'm saying? Snuggles, the one who are running against the current in office. What are the policies that they are talking about?
Good question, Snuggles. Can I take this answer?
Go ahead.
That
You asking because you don't know. I can't answer because I don't know. Only
Right.
thing I hear them saying is, you got to vote for me so we could get Trump out.
Yeah, that's all they're saying.
But that's gonna happen automatically if you win, baby. So
Yeah.
what else?
Yeah.
But
and you're voting, you're clearly voting for who's holding the money in which jurisdiction. That's all you're doing. Who's handling the money in what place? That's it. That's all that is.
got you. Redemption said, "Ja, at the end of the day, Biden has my vote. We will never leverage any laws in our favor because the system is not set up to operate in that manner. We can't stay on the same page."
Right.
Okay. I don't have a problem with Donald Trump. I have a problem with Joe Biden. And you know what? Like, I'm glad, you know what, Lord Bell, why don't you have a problem with Donald Trump? And again, this is why I don't have a problem with him, is because at least at least we know who he is. We know who he is.
We see the fuckery.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have a problem with him not speaking out against like black people getting killed and shit like that. But at least I know who this motherfucker is.
Yeah. HQ, what's good, fam? He said, Democrats, the party of slavery, KKK, LGBT, LGBT, yeah. Feminism. Gotta be a fool as a black man to vote for any of that.
What?
You have a right to opinion. You have a point.
Talking about like as far as voting for Biden situation. I hear you, Crook, but we cannot stay on the code. That's what Redemption says.
I don't understand how we not staying on code. Every black person that I speak to, every woman that I speak to, every person of color that I speak to, we use different words. We using different words to say, but we want the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's get reparations into the conversation. Let's get voter suppression in the conversation, because that's still a thing in 2020.
Okay, Carly, one of the viewers has a question for you. They want to know what specific reason you don't like Trump after 4 years. People are so vague with their reasoning for not rocking with Trump.
I haven't liked Trump since the first election. Like, there's no other reason now why I don't like him now. Like, it's the same reason. I'm a woman. Why would I like him? I'm a woman. He has no good things in his repertoire for me. He wants nothing good for me. Okay, so
whether you're white or
however
black.
you feel, whatever you feel he wants for Black people, and you think it's a good thing, then that's your vote. That is your vote, and that's fine. But like just like a lot of people say that they would rather vote third party, and that they feel that that's or they say that they won't vote because their vote doesn't count. Well, I felt like if I voted third party, my vote wouldn't count. So like that's your only rebuttal against voting for Biden is, well, then why wouldn't you just vote third party? Because I'm like, well, I'm not going to vote for Trump. So your rhetoric is, well, then just vote for third party. Why not do that? Because I know that that's not going to count. That's not going to make a difference. I know that. That's why. So that's why I'm going to vote for him.
Right. That means shit. All right, Carly, we don't want no trouble. Shit. We get it. Carly, so I think Keenan said, I definitely think voting is rigged, but I'll continue to play the game.
Yeah.
You have to. Like, that's the only thing that you can do.
Just
essentially, at the end of the day. And do whatever you feel is right. I'm not against anybody wanting to vote whatever party they want to vote for.
Right.
Do what you want to do. I mean, we obviously we've dealt with Trump for 4 years. The worst case scenario is we got to deal with him for 4 more. And God forbid they go by as fast as possible. Hopefully we can just say quarantine for those 4 years.
Damn.
Good.
Snuggle said, could you also keep the other young lady on the panel? I like her insight. I like her insight into things that I may not be able to understand. I like to see that also. These 2 ladies, a great pick. Good job, fellas. Well, guys, we try our best to add, bring great people on the show. Carly, they think you're dope. Thanks for coming on the show. Really do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, her insight has been dope since I followed her in the initial stages on Instagram. But as you guys, some of you may know, some of you may not know, you may be just coming on the show, you may be watching the replay. Carly is a softball coach and was a softball player at Howard University. Carly, what is the fastest pitch you've ever thrown?
Me? I was never really big on the radar, like using the radar to keep my speed. I mean, I knew what my general speed level was at my highest level.
Right.
So I was between 65 and 66. So I
That's
can
good.
comfortably
That's
say
good.
that 66 was probably my fastest pitch. But...
Have you ever struck anyone out?
Oh, what?
Me.
Oh, that was crazy, bro.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, bro.
100%.
Okay.
I literally teach people how to strike people out.
Nice. Okay. All right.
You gotta check her Instagram out.
That's my name.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Oh, I have a couple. Which one would you prefer? I have a softball page and I have my personal page.
Both.
Okay, so my personal is Beast Coast Barbell. Barbell is spelled with an ELLE at the end.
Okay.
And then my softball Instagram is Carly Martin, all one word, _fast pitch.
Got you.
Definitely get that.
I can't, I really think that I remember I got struck out by a girl when softball. And what happened, right, is we were going to Johns Hopkins to decide, you know what I mean, if you know how they have the high school students to the college, you just spend the night, get the college experience, whatever. So they said, hey man, we're gonna go over here and play a little softball. And I was like, softball, say no more. I mean, that's easy to me. That's easy to me. And then I found out we were playing girls. And I was like, really? This is what we're doing? It's going to be an easy day for me. And struck out 3 times.
Oh, you thought wrong.
Whoa, 3 times.
And see, this is what happened. But this is what
so
happened.
that's 9 times you missed the ball.
Did she throw fast pitch like the windmill style?
Huh?
She threw fast pitch like the windmill style?
So this is what happened. So I'm walking over to the cage, and I see this girl, like you can tell a vibe when you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a vibe. So I'm walking to the cage, and this girl is kicking the mound. She's kicking the dust. I say, oh, this motherfucker's bad. I said, and then I see her pitch, and she's like, I'm like, oh. And see, I was used to overhand. I never seen like nobody throw that way that fast. Man, Crook, I know my party was over the moment I stepped in.
You missed the ball 9 times.
9 times.
Crazy.
9 times. And then this thing, I saw like a couple pitches I ain't swing at, but they counted. That's a strike right there.
Yeah, if it go over the plate, it's over.
Right there. That's a strike. And I'm like, really? Yo? He's like, no, it's down the middle. And when she finished with me, didn't even say, you know what I mean? Good job. Just gave me next.
You're the enemy.
Hey, we really hit a nerve because we got a lot of comments coming in, man. Sleazy, did you ask on washcloths? I'm late. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. So last week,
washcloth gate.
Carly.
Mills Lane.
Washcloth gate. Last week, Carly, we talked. One of the questions on White People Court is why do white people use why don't y'all use washcloths? Y'all use loofahs.
You know what's so weird is that I was just telling my friend this earlier that like whenever Black people post those memes that are like the ones that you bond over that like your childhoods were all the same. Mine was the same. Like I literally washcloths are like normal to me. I know what they are. Like that's so weird. There's a washcloth that's a small square, and then there's a hand towel that's like a large rectangle, and then there's your regular towels. So I don't know. I mean, we've always had loofahs, yes, but we've also always had washcloths. I thought the loofahs were just a trend, you know. To me, they were just like a thing. Yeah.
Wow, HB. Okay. Go to her Instagram and check it out. Go to her Instagram and check it out. For real. Yeah. Joe Biden has made stupid statements throughout his career, even doing his.
He's a dumb old white man. Established this.
Yeah,
Oh, damn, Lord Val, the mixed breed.
Kamala Harris, mean.
Yeah. Oh man, that's my alma mater, baby.
All right, damn, that's fucked up. Labor Day is. Thanks for your comments, guys. Labor Day is what, tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Is another spike on the way? People on their way
in
to
New
the
York.
beaches.
Yeah, in New York, definitely.
Is another spike on the way?
Yeah,
definitely.
Because you know what I'm saying. I mean, people are letting their hair down.
Well, also,
I see a lot of people at the beaches.
Are we not paying attention to like the numbers at college campuses? Like,
yeah,
another spike.
Yep, they're in the thousands.
Yeah,
and schools just start.
Yeah, so.
And people are aiding the shit, and then when it gets out of hand, they're gonna say, "Oh, the government did it." You motherfucker wanted to hang out for Labor Day on a beach.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Take your ass out back and relax.
Have a cookout.
You know what I'm saying? Have a cookout.
Right.
4 people there.
Oh, as if that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't hear what you said, Jonah. What you said?
In your backyard. That sounds crazy. You know, just making sure we good. But
yeah, you're good, fam. You're not out of line for that, for real. You're not out of line. But yeah, yo, I definitely think that, you know what I mean, being selective when you going out tomorrow or whatever you're doing this weekend, make sure that you stand around, you know what I'm saying?
Wear masks.
Wear your mask. Wear your goddamn mask. And don't be so close to me when I'm at the Wawa.
Like respect social distance, you know, and like let's all respect each other's personal bubbles.
And wash your hands. This pandemic showed me how many people don't know or don't care how to properly wash their hands.
Crook, how long should you wash your hands for? How many seconds?
No less than 20 seconds.
No less than 20 seconds?
Up to the wrist.
Up to right here?
Yeah, up to the wrist. Yo, the Asians actually wash up to their elbows.
I saw that the other day.
And I didn't realize that until a few years ago. I was working at a Japanese sushi spot in Manhattan. And during the training, they was like, show me how you wash your hands. And I did the wrist thing, and they was like, no, wrong. Elbow. Word.
Right.
Up here.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You had to go up here. Carly, how long should you wash your hands for?
Well, now I try to count like 25 seconds, but like before I would always at least wash them. I would say at least 10 seconds, you know what I mean? Before, because I thought that was about the standard, I guess. No one ever really came out and said you gotta wash them for 20 seconds or else, you know? Yeah. I trusted the soap, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I like try my, like, even when I'm around, like when I'm in the bathroom. So the other day I'm at work, right? And brother comes in and I'm washing my hands. Now I'm in the process of washing my hands. I'm like 10 seconds in washing my hands. Somebody comes in the bathroom and then they leave back out.
Nasty.
So I said, yo, I gotta wash my hands.
Bastard.
I said, I gotta wash my hands because I gotta see who the fuck this is, yo. I gotta see who this nasty motherfucker is. I cut the corner and it's the dude that's working in the next pit next to me, fam.
Ew.
And I'm just looking at him the whole time like, yo, you are disgusting. You disgust me. How dare you?
Yo, I actually went through
Like,
that at
yo,
my
he
last
had
job.
to see me. He had to know it was me because, see, I wear crazy socks all the time. So he had to know that I know he's foul. Go ahead,
Yo,
my bad.
I said something to the dude. I was at the sink washing my hands, and at this supermarket in the employee men's bathroom, it was only one stall, one urinal, one sink. Right, so it's just him and I in the bathroom. I finished using the urinal, went to the hand wash sink. He gets out the stall from taking a shit and walks right out the bathroom.
Me.
Oh, you nasty fuck.
And he worked. Pause. He worked in the meat department.
Oh.
I stuck my head out that bathroom door. I said, "Yo, you nasty motherfucker, wash your hands." He said, he looked. Thank you. I love you too. He looked back and said, "It don't matter because I'm going outside." So I took it a step further, and then I think this. Yeah, it's the only time I probably did this, but I told on his ass. Because I was a manager for my department. So I went to the manager for his
It's a
department.
health concern.
Yeah, and this is during COVID.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
This is
foul.
during COVID.
He's a
That's
meat
foul.
dog.
Man, that place gave me anxiety.
Yeah, that is foul.
Ew.
I remember one time, I saw a dude get his ass whipped because he didn't wash because he didn't wash his hands.
Right, the facts.
But this is where I was. I was in pre-release. I was about to come home.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
Yo, so J5. So the dude, I'm in the hallway, and the dude, like everybody know when you're in jail, everybody know when you're about to take a shit because you got toilet paper in your hand. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a general thing. So he's walking. So we in the hallway, and he's walking to the bathroom. But however, if you clean, you're supposed to have toilet paper and soap in your hand.
Facts.
Instantly. We always get animals on the show, Carly, so it's no different.
Yeah, my dog popped in for a few seconds a little while ago.
Yo, the dude was walking to the shitter because that's what you call it when you're in jail. You know what I'm saying? And he had no soap in it. He had no soap in his hand. They let him go in there. He walked out. He went to feed. He worked in the kitchen. He worked in the kitchen.
Beat that nigga's ass.
Man, they was like, yo, we need to see you in the showers. Pause.
Well, this is all eye-opening information.
They was like, yo, we need to see you in the showers. Pause. And he got his ass whipped, not for having soap in his hand. Because you work, because their thing was this. So what have you been doing this for the past yonder couple days?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're in jail, situations can escalate to like out of control.
That's a fact.
Everybody ended with the salmonella or ended with the pink eye and shit. The fuck?
I saw a dude get the stall kicked in while he was on a toilet because he wasn't what they call it courtesy flushing.
You got a courtesy flush. That is the most disgusting. When you're in a public setting, do not let it linger. Courtesy flush.
No linger.
Yep.
No linger.
Yo.
I walked in the bathroom the other day. Was like, God damn, put a courtesy flush down there.
Right.
Hey, Twan, are there any more questions that you've got for me?
No, we're actually about to end the show, for real.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to get out of here for real. Carly, thank you very much for being on the show. We really do appreciate you for being a good sport, being on White People Court. And please don't be a stranger. You always welcome to come back and kick it with Straight Up in the Morning. Thank you very much for being here for real.
Of course.
You true.
And thank you for smoking with us. We appreciate it. And tell your homegirl thank you for that information as well.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you, yo. Be cool,
All right,
Carly.
so.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Take care.
Yo.
Well, damn. My fault.
Good sport on this one.
Yeah, I think she's riding. She riding for the team, bro.
Yeah, she's down for the cause.
Definitely riding for the team. That's why I had on. That's why I asked her to come on the show for real. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, C-Dot couldn't be with us today. Sam's not going to be with us for a little bit. She's taking a little sabbatical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we still going to take names and we still going to kick ass. The homie Crook is always going to be in the building on Sundays. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up. But he's more than welcome to come on Saturdays if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Big
know.
shout out to all of the viewers. Big shout. Thank you for all of your comments. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, J58. Thank you, Crook. Thank you, John Logic. To the Iran Network, we appreciate you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 12 is officially in the books. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. We got Rap Dragons there from Baltimore. Check them out. We will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Also, don't forget to submit your shit. Don't forget to submit. You know what I'm saying? There's a submission fee. It's all good. We got you. Motion is fire. The team is fire. And also, like, yeah, man. Yeah. Very, very dope. Very dope.
Rap Dragons, end of the week. Smoke something. Chillin' on some chill shit. You know I don't really drink, but I might take a shot and spill some real shit. Still up on that ill shit. I give you just what I think. I rest my back on the tracks. I put my feet on the brink. I think about the demons I tried to wash away in my sink. If they still with me, I bear them like crosses. Add another link to my chain that's already heavy. I ain't saying that I ain't ready. I just need some Henny and some weed that's extra fucking heady. And a chick with an ass that's extra fucking heavy. Cause lately my wind's low like I was replacing Eddie. So if I let my mind unwind now, I might just breach a levee. So I keep my vices close as though each one were an enemy. And living like that, well, it'll probably be the death of me. But right now, shit, it's bringing out the best in me. And only time will tell if I will fulfill my destiny. And if my delusions of grandeur will ever catch up to the rest of me. I feel like I just want to do something big. That's right. So that we could be remembered when all this shit's over.
Understand I never planned it like this. Then understand I smoke a hiccup like a spliff. And understand I gotta call my friends, family when I'm this blessed. Always got a friend to make a plan of all I got is Kush left, turn it into Kushco. All my little brothers look up, see the Kush blow. Never on the honor roll, but wrote for whom the crook tolls. Best-selling motherfucker, yeah, you see my book sold. But right now, my check's infinitesimal. I guess I'm gonna have to add another Dewey Decimal and write down everything I read and rearrange it on the pages till it's making sense to me, until it's making sense for me, until it's making dollar bees. So we ain't robbing nothing and we're only copping trees. Other lumberjacking thieves, we chop them to the knees, then we throw them in the fire until fire's what they breathe. Hard D.
Rap Dragons, man. Hey.
Great.
It's still a rock street thing. Yeah. Far Rock, shout out my Remember Squad niggas. We know your pen game way iller than most these niggas out here. Green Studios. We know you really rep what you been doing, your niggas too. New York City shit. We know half these motherfuckers trying to grab a microphone and spit ain't fucking with you. Not at all. We know you came so far, but still you got so motherfucking far to go. 51st hour. Cause I ain't got no presidential Rolex. Nope. But I got that Oster Perpetual. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know what that mean? That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my I don't own no Maserati or Bugatti. Nope. I'm still riding around in the hoopty with two shotties. Two shotties, two shotties. Bitch, I'm on my way up. And I send you to your maker. Don't be stepping in my way, sir, while I'm trying to get this paper. No. Recognize a player's hustle when you see it strong. Haters, keep your comments to yourself. I may read them wrong. Leave the house, grab it off the shelf. Now the heat is on. The best stout on this paper trail. Yeah, we eating, dog. Hold on, let's get one thing understood. My whole squad like Voltron. I be hoping y'all fucking would. It's so long, you'll be so gone. Then I'm back to the money like I ain't know nothing. See, the fact of the matter is it ain't no front in the future. I mean, no future in front. And if you know, like we know, them jack boys be running around these streets so reckless. Pop up when you least expect it. Put your hands up as a just respect it. If not, get shot, nigga, so check it. I get money, fuck what they thought. Fuck they count my pockets for. That's whole shit. Remind me of my old bitch. So I be on my own shit. Don't mind me, I'm just focused. You can find me where that dough is, and I'm riding with that shotty, you should know this. So every time I step out, I'm crushing them the hardest. Make a band look like a millie, I'ma fuck your hoe regardless. It's just different. You do the math. Niggas lying in they raps. Where they do that? Cause I ain't got no presidential Rolex. But I got that Oyster Perpetual. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know what that mean? That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my. I don't want no Maserati or Bugatti. I'm still riding around in the hoopty with two shotties. Bitch, I'm on my way up, and I'll send you to your maker. Don't be stepping in my way, sir, while I'm trying to get this paper. No, did it on our own. We ain't need the help. Nobody gon' feed you. It's up to you to feed yourself. What you eat don't make me shit. If you owe me cheese, I'ma spray these clips. Homie, please just pay me quick. Don't suggest you play with Chris, no funny money. A nigga ain't never take nothing from me. That'll be the day that pigs fly. So I'm trying to get paid off hip hop. Still packing the gauge if shit pops. On good pot, hella zooted, still focused. On square, take notice. If y'all there, game over. Picture me back in 9-3. 12 years old doing robberies. Rolling and smoking all kinds of weed. Got real niggas on both sides of me. Now fast forward to current times. Still thugging but on another grind. You out your motherfucking mind. If you ever thinking of touching mine. Bitch, I'm on my way up. Yup, and you should be too. Instead you chose to be a hater. Now look at you. I'm shaking my head and laughing out loud. Counting this bread, passing around loud. Try me, you leaving the ambulances. You shouldn't be taking those kind of chances. But I tell you one thing, I got tunnel vision. If it ain't about that money, I ain't fucking with it. Real bosses run things, paper chaser get it. So if it ain't about them Franklins, I'ma say forget it. Every time I step out, I'm crushing them the hardest. Make a band look like a millie, I'ma fuck your hoe regardless. It's just different. You do the math. Niggas lying in they raps. Where they do that? Cause I ain't got no presidential Rolex. But I got that Oyster Perpetual. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know what that mean? That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my way up. That mean I'm on my. I don't want no Maserati or Bugatti. I'm still riding around in the hoopty with two shotties. Bitch, I'm on my way up, and I'll send you to your maker. Don't be stepping in my way, sir, while I'm trying to get this paper. No. And that's real nigga rap. I don't give a fuck about your track. So that's a real nigga rap.
Yo.
What up, bro?
What's going on, my brother? Yo, so what's this song I've been hearing y'all keep bragging about, man? Like, what's up?
Man, it's that Ben Jovi joint, you know what I mean? We had it locked in the chamber for a minute. I feel like the world need to head, see where we at. You know what I mean? But you want to check it?
Man, let me check this
Let's
shit
go.
out,
Let's
man.
see what it sound like, man.
I don't believe y'all, man. That's sweet.
At the beat, Rock Street, Rock Street.
Been a nigga. I spit that filthy flim flam, that spizzy. Spit flames, I spit well, I'm flimsy. That's me, that's he, her, that's Kizzy. High five, no lower hand, that's lazy. Get up, get work, get busy. Let's go. Get stupid, get murked, that's easy. My word, my bond for cheesy. Please believe me, I never stop, y'all easy. Anything I put it out. Fireman can't put it out, I put it out. The fireman, the output and cook it out. The rhyme book, I took it out. The book of rhymes, red light for words, the prose words jumped off and took a different route. Calm the verse down and keep it simple. But simple minds attract simplicity, instrumental. High technicality, how live the rest of you. Get the best of you, swash minds and vegetables. Banjo, never keep your hands low. Put them up in the air, can I get a yeah? Fucking with a pro, let's go. The magnificent, come on, let's get into this. Banjo can show you the map and what the difference is.
5/8 for the tri-state, for the whole planet. Well-rounded, I'm never grounded, I can't stand it. Eat tracks and I'm pun fat and I feel famished. Fuck the world, no rubber on, lead a bitch damaged. That's we in this yard, y'all Jack Gleason. Honeymooning, pussy cuffing, we stacking and eating. Jabbing, weaving, hook cross till you tagging, bleeding. Gasping, breathing, we hunting, it's whack rap season. The iron mics, the sugar rays, the money maze. Uppercuts and shoulder rolls all fucking day. Cuffing close to the pioneers, no trying here. Journalomics, the type of war that I declare. Dance with the devils, both rockaways, that's heavy metal. Kamikaze, new Maseratis, put on the pedal. Fucking spies, these niggas moles like Aaron Neville. Precious time, go rolling, watch with Diamond Speckle.
Banjo, never keep your hands low. Put them up in the air, can I get a yeah? Fucking with a pro, let's go. The magnificent, come on, let's get into this. Banjo, we show you the map and what the difference is. Banjo, homie, come on, you know me. Skywalker, the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm somewhere out of this world with the Zodiac. It ain't where you from, but exactly where you know we at. Navi rap, Waze rap, Google Maps. Get knocked off the equator till your atlas. Free your last, free the gas, blast the mass, aftermath. You don't understand this lesson? See me after class. That's me. That's me. That's darkness too high on me. That's me, nigga. Word. That's me.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was alright.
Oh, my man.
That was good, man.
I appreciate you,
We
man.
need to do a video, man. I'm trying to be it.
Yo, let's go. Let's go. Like, yo, we can put you on a remix.
Put me in the booth right now.
Yo, let's go. Line you up real quick. Now.
That's me. That's me. That's me.